To a rather common frustration, even a challenge for a lot of us. We all share this one, trying to squeeze out the very last few drops of the shampoo or the toothpaste.
Or just knocking it on your hand like that. We call on Kurtis with how wasteful packaging costs us.
From toothpaste to Ben Gay, Mary Rasmussen is a big believer in squeezing every last bit out of the tube.
You retire on Social Security, you automatically become budget conscious.
So when she ran out of her favorite lotion, instead of squeezing, Mary took a pair of scissors and cut the bottle open. To her surprise, she found nearly a half a cup of lotion, enough, she says, to last another month.
I was a little bit shocked because I knew that, there's bound to be some waste in packaging, but to find that much in a relatively small container was pretty much of a shock.
And that sparked Mary's curiosity, so she decided to test other items from personal care to cleaning supplies to find out just how much wasted product the packaging left behind. Her results?
Products that are in those very convenient stand-on-their-end containers are the worst offenders. But the liquids that are in the bottles or the screw-off tops are generally very easy to get at.
We get complaints every day. Probably, I don't even know, probably 100 or so a month.
Sacramento Deputy DA Doug Whaley's job is to make sure a product's packaging is not breaking any laws.
Things like false sidewalls, false bottoms to packages, that's basically big empty spaces within a package, that type of thing.
Here's an example of one violation.
We've got a big container on the outside, and then if you open it up and you look inside, probably half this package is really non-functional.
This company has now changed its packaging, and Whaley says in most cases, businesses do not realize they are breaking the law. But what about Mary's lotion?
It may be something worth looking at, but again, you'd have to look at the nature of the lotion itself, the nature of the container, and also what they define as the usable quantity in the product.
Mary will continue finding creative ways to make sure she gets all of her product.
Boy, she doesn't stop.
Well, that's an idea, cutting open the container. I can see myself doing that. If you think you've been shortchanged by questionable packaging, contact your district attorney's consumer unit.
But do not count on getting your money back, unfortunately. If, by the way, you have a consumer problem you would like Kurtis to tackle, you can call the hotline. Better yet, you can shoot him an email if you log on to cbssacramento.com and you click on Call Kurtis.